Good morning, students. This is your social science teacher Shivani Bhaskar. Students, in the today's live class, we started our geography chapter 5 and the name of the chapter is Major Domains of Earth. In this chapter, we will study about the three major domains of the Earth, and these are lithosphere, hydrosphere and the atmosphere. Okay, students, and at the last we will understand what is biosphere also. While watching this video, keep your geography books by your side and underline the main points which I will tell you in the video in your books also, so that when at the time of exams you can just go through that points. In this chapter we have one word map also. In that word map 7 continents are shown and the oceans are also shown. So go through that map also. For those who are not having the books, I will send the chapter in the form of PDF in your WhatsApp groups. You can see that chapter from there. Okay, so first we will understand what is lithosphere. See students, we know that the earth is the only planet which have life. Except earth, we cannot live on any other planet because it has oxygen, it has water, and the food we need for our life is also possible that we get it on the earth. So the earth is the only planet which have the life. Now first domain of the earth is lithosphere. What is lithosphere? The solid portion of the earth is known as the lithosphere. The solid portion of the earth is known as the lithosphere. Now, what is hydrosphere? Water covers, we know that water covers a very big portion of the earth's surface, and that portion is known as hydrosphere. This area is known as hydrosphere. Now, the hydrosphere also comprises water in all the forms, whether is it in the form of ice, it is in the form of water or water vapors also. So that all will come in the hydrosphere. Next is atmosphere. Now, what is atmosphere? So, a gaseous layer that surrounds the earth from all the sides is known as atmosphere, and where oxygen, nitrogen and CO2 other gases are also found. Oxygen we need for our life also, and CO2, which who requires CO2? Plant requires CO2 for the process of photosynthesis. So all the gases are present in the atmosphere. So these are the three domains of the earth. Now one by one we will start studying these domains. First, today in the class we will study about the lithosphere. We will study about the lithosphere only. See students, I told you the solid portion of the earth is known as the lithosphere. Now it comprises of all the rocks and the minerals that are found in the earth crust and the soil also. There are two major divisions of the lithosphere. First is the continents and the second is the ocean basins. These are the two major divisions of the lithosphere. Now you can see the word map in your books also. You can see this map. So you can see that the blue portion is the ocean basins. This blue portion is the ocean basins, and we can see from this map that all the oceans are connected with each other. All the oceans are connected with each other. All the land masses are also connected with each other? No, the answer is no. See, they are separated by the oceans. So this is your word map. Now we will also study about the highest mountain peak now. In your book on the next page it is given that which is the highest mountain peak, that is Mount Everest. And what is the height of Mount Everest is 8,848 meter above the sea level. Then which is the deepest point, that is Mariana Trench in Pacific Ocean. So these two things are very important. Then in a blue column on your book, in your books itself, you can see that the Edmund Hillary and Norgay Sherpa from India, these two men were the first men to climb the Mount Everest. And who was the first Indian woman to climb the Mount Everest was Bachendri Pal. These are some extra questions for your exam point of view. So underline or highlight these points in your books. Continents. See students, there are 7 major continents on the earth. These are Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. These are the 7 continents, and one by one today we will discuss about them. First we will study about Asia. So it is the largest and the biggest continent on the earth, and it covers 1/3 portion of the earth. 1/3 land is covered by Asia. This is the Asia. Okay, so it is the largest continent and it covers the 1/3 of the total land of the earth is covered in this Asia, and it is lying in the eastern hemisphere. Which hemisphere it is lying? In the eastern hemisphere. And one more thing student, that Tropic of Cancer passes through Asia. Which latitude is passing? Tropic of Cancer is passing through Asia. One more thing is there, when you will see the map of world, then Europe and Asia are connected. See students, you can see that this is Asia and this is Europe, and these both are connected here by a mountain, and the name of this mountain, you can see that this mountain in your books is Ural Mountain. So this is very important for your exams. The name of the mountain is Ural Mountain. So this is connected. Asia is separated from Europe by the Ural Mountain on the west, and the combined landmass of Asia and Europe is known as Eurasia. So next continent we will study is Europe. Europe is much smaller in size as compared to Asia. Europe is much smaller in size as we compare to Asia. Okay, and the continent lies in the west of Asia. The Arctic Circle passes through this Europe. Arctic Circle passes through Europe, and it is bounded by water bodies from 3 sides. From 3 sides it is bounded by the water bodies. Then our third continent is Africa. It is the second largest continent in terms of the area. Okay, it is the second largest continent after Asia, and the equator runs almost through the middle of this continent, and it is the only continent through which equator, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is passing. Next is the Sahara Desert, which is the world's largest and the hottest desert, is also in Africa. Then the longest river Nile, is also flowing through Africa. So these are some important things about Africa. Next continent is North America. Our next continent is North America. Okay, so North America. It is the third largest continent of the world, and it is linked by South America, and a small strip of land is linking these two, and this land is known as the Isthmus of Panama. This land is known as the Isthmus of Panama. North America and South America by linked by this strip of land. Next is, you can see that 3 oceans surround this continents. You can see from the book that 3 oceans are surrounding this continent, North America. Our next continent is South America. Students, I want that when you are watching this video, please see these continents in the map also, which is by your side in your books. Okay, then you will understand it completely. Then South America lies in the southern hemisphere. Okay, and the South America has the world's largest river, that is Amazon. So that is in the South America. Next continent is Australia. Our next continent is Australia. It is the smallest continent it between all the continents, and it is lying in the southern hemisphere also. So these are some points about the Australia. It is also known as the island continent. Why? Because from all the sides it is covered with water. That is why it is known as the island continent. Okay students, our next is Antarctica. Our last continent is Antarctica. It is lying near the south pole, and I told you previously that the rays of sun do not fall, so there is too cold, and because of that no one lives permanently in Antarctica. And many of the countries have their research stations in Antarctica, and India is also having two research stations in Antarctica, and the name of these research stations are Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri. These two are the research stations of India in Antarctica. It is also given in your books. So highlight or underline this point also in your book, because this question comes many times in your exams, that name the two research stations of India in Antarctica. So these are Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri. So students, today we discussed many points, that which is the highest mountain peak, which is the deepest point, and who was the first man to climb the Mount Everest, then who was the first Indian woman to climb the Mount Everest, then which is the longest river, which is the hottest desert, what is lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. So these all are very important. You can make extra questions from all these points. So good luck students, and have a good day. Thank you.